Once upon a time, in a serene village nestled amidst lush green forests, there lived an old man named Ezra. With his long white beard and deep wrinkles etched into his weathered face, Ezra was known throughout the village for his wisdom and knowledge of the natural world. His grandson, Caleb, was a curious young boy who often spent his days exploring the woods with his grandfather. One sunny afternoon, as they sat beneath the shade of a towering oak tree, Caleb looked up at his grandfather with wide eyes and asked, "Grandpa, what's the difference between knowledge and wisdom?" Ezra smiled gently and gestured toward the forest around them. "Let me tell you a story," Caleb began. "Once there were two birds, a wise owl and a knowledgeable sparrow. They lived in the same forest, but they had very different approaches to life. The owl was renowned for its wisdom. It spent its days perched high in the trees, observing the world below with keen eyes. It listened to the whispers of the wind and the rustling of the leaves, gathering knowledge from the natural rhythms of the forest. On the other hand, the sparrow was known for its vast knowledge. It had traveled far and wide, learning about different lands, cultures, and creatures. It could recite countless facts about the world, from the tallest mountains to the deepest oceans. One day, a great storm swept through the forest, leaving destruction in its wake. Trees were uprooted, and animals were scattered in disarray. The owl and the sparrow found themselves faced with a daunting challenge: how to rebuild their homes and lives. The sparrow, armed with its knowledge, immediately set to work. It gathered twigs and leaves, constructing a makeshift nest with precision and efficiency. It knew exactly what materials to use and how to build a sturdy shelter. Meanwhile, the owl watched quietly from its perch, observing the chaos below. Instead of rushing into action, it took the time to reflect and contemplate. It listened to the cries of the animals and felt the pain of the wounded earth. As the days passed and the forest began to heal, something remarkable happened. The sparrow's nest, while well built, lacked the warmth and comfort of home. It was functional but lacked a sense of connection to the forest and its inhabitants. The owl, on the other hand, had used its wisdom to guide its actions. It had reached out to its fellow creatures, offering solace and support in their time of need. It had planted seeds of hope and unity, nurturing the bonds that held the forest together. In the end, Caleb, the sparrow had knowledge, but the owl had wisdom. Knowledge is knowing what to do, but wisdom is knowing why and when to do it. It's about understanding the deeper truths of life and living in harmony with the world around us. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the forest, Caleb pondered his grandfather's words. He realized that true wisdom came not just from knowing facts, but from embracing empathy, compassion, and humility in all that we do. And with that newfound understanding, Caleb and Ezra continued their journey through the enchanted woods, guided by the light of wisdom that shone within their hearts.